What's up, everybody? Here we are on another one of my YouTube live streams. This is awesome. So we're here in my Paramotor hot rod garage, right? And I always love to say that because I feel like I'm like one of the very few that actually gets to say something like that. I'm in my Paramotor hot rod garage. That's like, to me, it's one of those dreams that I really had once I realized about paramotors, and I always wanted a hot rod. Oh, excuse me. I always wanted, dude, I keep getting like a hair in my mouth somehow. I don't know. I was just doing a live stream on TikTok, and somehow I kept getting like a cat hair in my mouth because I'm assuming that's what they are. So we're over here, we're hanging out in my garage, and what I wanted to do was, outside of talking about how this is a dream come true already in itself, is that I cannot believe what is going on. So now, being an East Coast dealer for SkyMax Paramotors, which are these epic paramotors that you guys see behind me, and just to be clear, the type of paramotors that we do have behind me are a couple different models here, okay? So right here we have the Pulsar, right? The Pulsar is one of their newer style frames, which is actually designed for more of the advanced acro adventure flights, but it's extremely lightweight. It's so balanced and really designed for that. Incredible. Like when you're actually flying this, it's mind blowing to know that you only have the other Pulsar here, right? Which is the the other size paramotor. This one is the 1420 meter. And what's so cool about this one is that this is the one that we are actually giving away right now. You can enter. The only way you can actually enter in on this is that you got to buy a t-shirt from me. If you guys have any questions about that, just drop a comment. I'll talk more about that. But right now, what's really crazy, and the reason why I'm doing this live stream, is because of what's going on with me right now. And I'm always here to share with all you guys all the epic things that are to come, right? And now I'm I've been an official SkyMax dealer for the past year now, right? I've been talked about for doing it for since like 2024, right? But then 2025 hit. I started to be able to make sales, which was really epic. And really, it was more like I got the sponsorship and I was making a lot of video content, which I still do, which is really awesome. But what's really great now is that I sell SkyMax paramotors and I'm also giving them away. So behind us, we have, the 1520 meter SkyMax Pulsar. We have the 1420 meter that we're actually currently giving away to one of you guys, and we have the SkyMax Star. The SkyMax Star is one of the most known SkyMax models that are made today. It's like most of the time when you hear somebody actually say, "Oh, I have a SkyMax paramotor," they typically have a Star. And what's so crazy is that right here in this box, which I'll show you guys. So before Star, what's up? I'm happy to see you on here. There's no reason to be sorry. Happy to see you on here. Dude, what's up? All right, we got a couple comments. We got a couple people in on the live. What's up, everybody? Make sure you guys smash that like button. I really do appreciate seeing you guys on here too. So I'm on here to try to tell you guys about what's actually going on with me with SkyMax, right? So now I got the biggest inventory yet of anything with paramotors. Dude, we have so many paramotors now that it's insane. We've been selling SkyMax paramotors, we've been selling parts daily. And what's really nice is that I finally just got all these harnesses, right? Which I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But right now, so what I was just talking about in the beginning of this video was, or the live stream, I'm sorry, was that we have these pulsars, right? And these pulsars are designed more for the intermediate all pro pilot, not technically for a beginner. Can a beginner fly it? Yes. The reason why it's not advertised for a beginner so much is because of what it's actually designed for. These are designed to be for doing high acro to down to doing competitions to more of like shorter flights. But don't get it wrong, since now I became part of the picture, we've been able to convert these into more of adventure paramotors. That's a whole nother thing that we could talk about too shortly here. But what's really cool is that SkyMax has the SkyMax Star. The SkyMax Star is the paramotor that you guys see all the way back here. It's the one in the back here. This is one of my first SkyMax stars that I actually ever got. And what's really cool about that one is that that's the 1520 meter and it's got the 22-liter tank. It's actually the biggest SkyMax star here in the United States when it comes down to the hoop section to also that gas tank. It's the only one here. And don't get it wrong, if you would like to have one of them, you can absolutely order that. No problem at all. Hit me up, right? I am SkyMax dealer here in New Jersey, and we're selling SkyMax models every day now, which has been incredible. So this is why I'm doing this video, is to talk to you guys about the inventory I just got, right? So right here, I just wanted to show you guys in this one box, which I have several of these boxes too, by the way, is that this is actually a unbuilt SkyMax star. So I want to show you guys a piece of it. So this is actually oh man, this is so cool. Oh, this is so cool. I can't wait to actually put this one together. So this is the bottom of it, dude, the all blue, which is super epic. So just so you guys know, we have the gold or slash orange, however you want to call it. So I more or less, it depends on what type of lighting you're looking at it. But right now, this looks more of like an orange, right? And then this one behind you is the red on red frame. And then that SkyMax star does have the blue netting on it, but it's the all black frame. And this is the all blue frame SkyMax star. This is super epic, which I can't wait to put together for you guys. Like I said, I am, like I said, a SkyMax dealer. So now what's really cool is that they send me these Paramotors, not actually assembled, right? They send them to me in pieces like this. And then what I do is that I come in, put this back nicely. What I do is I come in and then we put these together nicely. Look at that. It's so epic to see this stuff. You guys see that color? Look at that epic blue. It's so nice. And then so that's just one of the SkyMax paramotor frames, right? Which is that one all the way in the back. And don't get me wrong, we have all these Pulsars here too, right? That are actually assembled. We have a couple here in the suitcases that are under me. And what I want to show you here, let's move this box so you guys don't see that the whole time to the video, is that, so look, so right now you see these two harnesses, right? I think it's probably a little hard to tell in the video. So these are two different dudek style harnesses that you guys see in the video right here, right? And so on the Pulsar, because the Pulsar, like I was saying, is designed for more of the intermediate all-pro pilot. And then you got the SkyMax Star, which is designed for the beginner intermediate all-pro. That's what's so nice about the Star. The Star is really designed for the all-around pilot, which is super awesome. And it could be like, you know, you could start out with the Star and end up being with the Star for the rest of your flying career, because I can't tell you how many times I've done bad butt landings, I've done bad takeoffs. I have had so many people demo the Star and be so pleased with how well balanced it is, with there's no torque compensation to deal with, and how you can't break those props on a SkyMax Star. And really, it's just it's such a great design paramotor that I can't argue that no matter what. And don't get me wrong, like I said earlier, I love all paramotors. I'm never here to beat up on others. Dude, we have a Parajet Maverick sitting here in my shop. And I love the Parajet Maverick. There's the Parajet Maverick, which is also for sale. I have this as a used model for sale right now. So if any of you are interested in that, please hit me up. I'll love to talk more details about that and the pricing on that. But like I said, we're here talking about SkyMax paramotors and how I have one of the biggest inventories that I've ever received yet. And so that being said, like I was just talking about with the harnesses, right? So the SkyMax Star that you guys see behind me has the Dudek Comfort seat harness, which is this. Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually the lightweight. I pulled out the wrong one first. So this is the lightweight harness. This harness is extremely light. It almost doesn't feel like there's any weight to it. Don't get it wrong though, it's comfort too. It's very comfy. It feels good. It's super light. Like I can't get over how lightweight it is. Here's the back pad. So it comes with a reserve sack on the side here. Comes with your cool epic bag on the side too to put your accessories in. And then it also has the bag underneath that where you can put more storage in. Normally the bag underneath is where I put like my easy stuff sack in my riser bag in a lot of the time. And if I like bring water or something on these flights, like typically I put it under the seat. And so this harness is the one that is actually on the Pulsar right now because it is extremely lightweight. And don't get me wrong, you can put that on the Star frame, no problem at all. They're all the same. All right. This is the Dudek Comfort harness, right? This harness, man, it's a little bit heavier, but it's so comfy and relaxing. And I have to arguably say that I'm a bigger fan of this one only because I go on extremely long flights. Like, I'll go on flights from anywhere from like an hour to like 3 hours long, and there's nothing better than being able to sit comfortably the whole time. Don't get it wrong, you can sit comfortably in this the entire time too, and there's nothing to argue about that. I'm not talking bad about the lightweight. It just depends on the type of pilot that you are. And what's really great about me, and if you guys are on the East Coast, I will let you guys always demo these. Like, if you guys want to find out what your better comfort harness is, if you want to know what harness size that you should really be in because you don't know from your height and size, I have all these harnesses in all different sizes, all the way from small to small medium to large extra large. Okay, I have all the harnesses here from Dudek. And Dudek, like I said, makes a really great harness. These are all brand new. These are all very fair price, and if you buy from me for the first time, I give you a good discount for a first time buy. And like I said, I'm here to always work with everybody. I want to see more people flying in the sky for sure, and I want to let everybody know that I have all this stuff in stock. And what's so crazy about the Dudek lightweight harness one, man, it's so feather lightweight that it does drive me crazy. But it's all the same. It's just the only thing that's different is that a little bit of the comfort part of it is out of it, and that's what makes it a little bit lighter. And it's not like it's smaller or it can't hold the same amount of weight. This thing is just as strong as the other harness, no doubt about that. And it drives me crazy, guys. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. My name is Dan. I'm here hanging out in my hot rod parameter shop, which I love being in. But what's so crazy now with the inventory now that we're building up on, but dude, I can't believe to say it. I probably have about let's think for a second. I have up to like 15 to 20 paramotors now in my shop, and we're about to have a trike soon, which I can't wait to share with all you guys. Hopefully by the end of this month, you guys will be seeing me with a SkyMax trike, which I can't wait to make videos on and show you guys how epic that even is. And like, when I make these YouTube videos for you guys and obviously for myself, like, I'm sharing with you guys this epic, realistic adventure that I'm on. I'm not here to hide anything. I'm not here to be like, oh, I'm the best pilot. Hey, SkyMax is the greatest. That's not what I'm doing at all. What I'm really doing is just sharing with you guys how much I really love the sport of flying paramotors and how amazing it really is that SkyMax does how do you say it? Like, SkyMax, when they gave me that sponsor, I'll never forget the way that it went down. They saw what I was doing with the car and stuff, and they're like, "Damn, we've never seen anybody make these type of videos before. We really love how you're standing out. We love your excitement." And really, that's what it is. Like, I love to share my excitement with all you guys. Dude, I wake up excited. I always have this good positive attitude. I'm not here to live some negative life. I'm here to share with you guys about how great life really is and how I finally found something that I've always been looking for, and it's paramotors. And I've my whole life I always wanted to learn how to fly. I've always wanted to fly, but I always kind of knew that getting an airplane, getting my pilot's license, all that craziness was always a little bit of a long reach. But then I found out about these non-licensed aircrafts. But with me saying that, and I'll say this very firmly, like, proper training is such a must. Not only to obviously understand how to fly these safe, but to understand the laws and the rules of the air. Like, anybody can put one of these on their back, go out to a field, understand what it's like to maybe kite that glider, and then be like, hey, I can fly a paramotor. I'm not going to lie to any of you guys. If you guys have been watching me and following along, you'll know that I tried to do that. I actually was like, oh, I've seen a couple YouTube videos. I can go do this. No problem at all. But then I realized right away that there's a lot of things I don't understand. There's a lot of things that seem to be scary because, like, dude, this is a 4 foot prop behind your back that could ruin your life if you don't do it right. And not only that, once your feet leave the ground, everything does change. Like everything changed in my life, my first flight. And I was so grateful that I got to meet somebody like Asmat, who now I do call as a really good friend of mine, but he also mentored me. He really made sure that I understood paramotoring. He really made sure I understood what it was like to learn kiting and how to feel that glider before I actually got in the sky. Like to me, I was all like, oh, paramotor, paramotor, paramotor. But these are not what we're flying. We fly the gliders, right? But don't get it wrong. I still hyper obsess over the aircraft. I think over the gliders for sure. Like, don't get it wrong. I love flying Ozone. I loved that I used to fly ACO. And I've flown Dudek gliders. I've flown a couple other gliders. But I personally obsessed with knowing that I own aircrafts like these in my garage. I'm the only guy here in my township that has this many aircrafts in their garage, which is insane. And that being said, too, I'm trying right now to get myself a spot at one of the airports and get a hangar for all of this inventory. Like, because now knowing that I'm an official store, I'm selling paramotors, I'm selling parts all the time. I have people that come and hang out with me all the time. I'm trying to make it official, like to where like I don't have people coming over to my house, these strangers. I don't even want to call you guys strangers. Like any of you guys that are trying to learn how to fly, I feel like you're part of the family. But I just feel like it would be better to be meeting up with new people at like a big field, like where like, hey, you can put this paramotor on your back, you can actually go fly it right here, right now, instead of, hey, this is my paramotor shop. These are my paramotors. That's you know what I mean? Like, so I just want to have myself a hangar spot at the airport that you guys see me flying all the time. Make sure you guys subscribe here to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on those videos of me at that airport that I'm actually talking about right now. And if you guys watch my videos, you'll see those hangars that I'm trying to get my hand into right now, which hopefully that we do. But just trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody's comments here. But yeah, so like I was saying, my name is Dan. I love making YouTube videos about my epic adventures flying SkyMax paramotors. You guys are looking at a bunch of different actual models here with sizes, some with motors on it, some with not. The epic Pulsar giveaway that we're doing right now with just every one t-shirt you buy gets you the chance to actually win this, which is super incredibly epic. And not only do you win the SkyMax Pulsar frame, Dudek power lightweight harness, but I'm giving it away with one of these suitcases. And these suitcases are very exclusive, very expensive because they're so strong. They're designed so once the paramotor's in there, it's so protected that nothing is going to hurt it. Whether if it's a hard impact, a car crash, or you can even stand on these, you're not going to hurt the setup, which is incredible. But like I was saying to you guys, I wanted to come on here let you guys know that I just now received my biggest inventory from SkyMax Paramotors, which is now like it's really, really official where we have so many different parts. So like this is just another one of the boxes here. Hold on. So this is another box here with a lot of gear in it. Hold on one second. So like we have gas tank bladders for the SkyMax Star, which is the one all the way in the back. This is the 15-liter, super epic. So when you buy one of these, it comes with the gas cap, the fuel line, and the filter in there. So we have all the net colors. You guys can see we got the black and yellow, we got the red, we got the epic blue, which is super sick. What else? And this is just one of like many boxes that I have here. We have so it's hard to tell in the packaging, but we have all the spar arms, which makes the hoop section. So this is basically a whole set of the hoop. And then we have, oh yeah, here's more of that right here. I'll show you guys. So here is more of the hoop. You guys can kind of see how much bigger this is. That makes that epic circle, that's behind you, that actually keeps you basically protected from the fan and you. So that's super dope. And then, like I was saying, there's just so many miscellaneous parts in this one box. And like I said, this is just one of many boxes. Like, I can't get over that now. I'm so well equipped with all these parts for all of you guys. This is for all of you. So, like, if you wanted to buy yourself a SkyMax model or you already own one, I'm the guy to hit up now for your reliability of getting any of your parts, any of your paramotors. And now my next goal is to get some engines. So, like, I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but I am a Vitarazi um, I'm sorry, I almost said that really weirdly, but I do work for Vitarazi engines right here in the United States. So, like, if you needed any of your work done with your Vitarazi motor, I'm actually the guy who can service these, rebuild these, and get these things singing like a song again, like they were brand new out of the box. And what's great is that, like, typically, if you were to buy one of these models from me, like, say you buy the frame, harness, whatever you buy with it, I can also get you that motor that's on these frames, which I'm working on getting maybe a couple motors in stock now. It's the only thing I basically don't have right now in my shop is that I don't have engines in stock. But it doesn't mean that, like, if you were to buy a setup from me and you wanted to buy one as a full complete, if you were to buy one as a full complete, we're only talking about a 2-day more turnaround for me to get the engine myself, me to actually install it the proper way, torque specs, the whole nine, and then sent right out to you, ready to go for you to go flying your epic SkyMax Pulsar or even the Star. And if you wanted to have an Atom 80 on there, because a lot of people have asked me this, they're like, oh, I see that the SkyMax S bars, which are the bars that are let's see, let's move this box real quick. Talk about this for just a brief minute before we end the live. So these are the S bars here that actually hook up to the glider. And when you have the 185 on here, the prop spins to the left, right? So meaning that, like, the S bars are bent a certain way to work with that torque compensation and that well balance. That's what's so unique about SkyMax paramotors. And dude, what a dramatic difference from when you're flying these, because you can go to full power on a takeoff and never feel like you're going to go to the left a little or to the right, depending on what motor you have, which way that prop is spinning. So the Atom 80, like I said, like the prop spins to the left here. Yo, what's up, man? It's great to see you too, dude. Epic, man. It's nice to see a couple familiar faces, or comments, I should say, right here on the live. So, like I was saying, like the Atom 80 will spin to the right. Like, so for the 185, the leading edge of the prop, right, goes to the left. When the Atom 80 spins to the right, which is no problem at all. I have those conversion kits, and all it really is those S bars being swapped to the other side. You can't take those original S bars and just switch them over like that. It's not how that actually works. That would be dramatic. It would be the worst actual torque twist you would ever actually feel trying to take off. It's not the way to go. And like I said, SkyMax has already figured all that stuff out dramatically, which makes flying these aircrafts so much nicer. And every time I've demoed out one of these paramotors, which I'm going to start sharing those videos soon. And I was thinking about maybe making some new video content about that because now I have the new cameras. What I'm going to be doing is showing you guys real reactions, what people feels like with these SkyMax models, because really it blows their minds. Because like I said, I have a lot of friends that fly Parajet. We have a Parajet here in my shop. We also used to have a couple Scout Carbons here in my shop, and we've even had some fly products here in the shop. I've had all paramotors right here in this paramotor shop of dreams. But every time I've gotten those pilots to fly a SkyMax model, they've all said the same thing to me. What a dramatic change and what a nice setup. And I've had a lot of these sold. I got a lot of my friends flying these now. And like I said, I'm not here pushing these off like, hey, SkyMax is the greatest. I would never say that, and I would never bash another paramotor company no matter what. I love all paramotors. I think that they're all great designs. But just like any paramotor, they all have their own flaws and they all have their own epicness to them, no matter what. And I love Parajet. I love that I still have a Parajet here in the shop. I actually am a little sad that I don't get to look at a Scout Carbon every day anymore in my shop because when I have a Scout Carbon in my shop, it's such an like it's like eye candy. It's like, oh my God, it's so nice to look at. But what really matters to the pilot though, right? It's like, oh, okay, I have the shiniest aircraft, super epic. Or do I have the most reliable paramotor? Oh, epic. Or do I have the most well designed paramotor? Ooh, extremely epic. And to me, I'm all about that very unique design. I'm all about the epicness of, dude, like I've flown so many different style frames that like I've taken off where I felt like I thought I was gonna twist around for torque twist so bad. I've taken off on paramotors that were so not balanced. I've taken off on some paramotors that just felt so weirdly wrong. And it's only because I feel that way because I'm so used to flying these type of paramotors that are so well designed for those exact moments. Takeoffs, full throttling to coming in for landing. You know, it's like, especially with the new Pulsar now, it's almost like you don't even feel the paramotor on your back. You fly the Skymax Star. The Star is a little bit heavier, but like I said, that's more of the adventure paramotor. That's for the all-around pilot, and that's for good reason. Because if you were to come in for a couple crazy butt landings on the Star, you're gonna most likely not hurt your prop. You're not even gonna hurt the setup, but all these things can really take a beating. They're a little bit beefier than, let's say, the Pulsar. Like the Pulsar is so lightweight and so much less metal, aluminum, or I should just say titanium. The Pulsar is a fully titanium setup that if you come in for a really bad butt landing, you're potentially probably could hurt the bottom of the framing, supposed to the Star, because the Star has more of like a square bottom to where the Pulsar has more of a triangular frame style on the bottom. And that's why too it is more advertised for the more intermediate all pro pilot because this paramotor is basically designed to not take those epic bad landings or bad takeoffs, which don't get it wrong. I even know good pilots to this day that have want to go take off and done a bad takeoff, and it happens. You know what I mean? I'm not here to talk like I'm somebody who never has done that. I've done more epic fail takeoffs and bad landings than probably anybody else. And that's why I love being a YouTuber or showing you guys the realistic side of paramotors because it's like you watch Instagram, you watch Facebook and stuff like that, or you watch shorts here on YouTube, and it's like, wow, how are all these people doing it so perfect every time? They're not. They're really not. And if they advertise like they, excuse me, and never made a mistake or made an epic fail, don't ever believe them. You know, it's like I shouldn't say that like everybody makes mistakes and fails, but like I said, I've seen some of the greatest pilots in my flying career that I even personally fly with make the simplest mistakes to where they're not going to fly for that adventure day because they accidentally did a prop strike or they accidentally even hit their gas tank. Some paramotors have like these different methods of how you fill up their tanks where you'll take the strap off, it'll fall back, and then you fill up the gas tank, but then you got to strap the tank back to the frame. Like I said, I've seen all types of paramotors. I've seen pilots who thought they had the clearance of going under a bridge and they've hit the bridge and they've gone in the water. I've seen other pilots make a simple turn and go right nosedive into the ocean. I've seen pilots crash into the ground so hard that I cannot believe that they didn't go to the hospital over it, you know, from going flying into a tailwind. And, you know, a tailwind is when the wind is pushing behind you. So typically when you go to land or take off a paramotor, you push towards a headwind, which means like you're running towards the way the wind is blowing, not the other way around. And I hate to always explain things like that, but I get messages like that all the time. So a lot of people that follow me or watch my videos, they don't really understand that. And you don't really get to understand that stuff until you put yourself in that situation. So, all right, guys, give me 1 second. I keep getting a somebody keeps calling me really quick on my other phone here. So a lot of times when I'm doing these live streams, my mic's right there, so now you probably hear me a little bit of a distance. Just give me 1 second here while you guys can gaze at these epic, beautiful paramotors. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Let me make this really quick phone call. It's super annoying, actually, as we're doing a live stream. Okay. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's no problem at all. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. No, right now I'm actually doing a live stream. Can I call you back right after the live? No, it's no problem. No, it's no problem. I just don't. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. It's actually really funny because no, we're doing a live stream right now, and I'm talking about SkyMax Paramotors, and I cannot believe. No, no, it's totally cool. Okay, all right, Paul. Okay, no problem at all. What you saw? Oh, no way. Okay, that's super awesome. All right, I'm gonna get back to you right after the live stream. I won't be on for that much longer. No, no, don't worry about it. No, I actually think it's so funny. I actually just walked right back in front of the camera, which I can't believe. I was wondering who kept calling me like that. No. It's not a problem at all. All right, Paul. Okay. Yeah. No, dude. Awesome, man. I'll talk to you. Sounds good, man. Yes, no problem at all. All right, dude. See ya. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. So, dude, I just kept getting a phone call repeatedly right there, and I'm so sorry to do that on the live stream. But sometimes, that number looked so familiar, and it was actually a New York number. And so I have a customer who I've actually talked to before about, the paramotors. And that was actually my man Paul. And it's so funny. He wants to buy one of the star frames. He's a newer pilot, which is super awesome. And we don't even have to talk about him right now. I just think that's ironic that he just called me about all that stuff just now while we're doing this live stream. But but yeah, regardless, like I said, I wanted to come on this live. I wanted to talk to you guys about how like I am the official SkyMax dealer here in the United States for in New Jersey, and I love paramotors, and I love that like excuse me, I get to do like all this stuff for you guys too. Like I love making videos. I love that I get to share this stuff with you guys and what's crazy is like when I make these videos, I like showing the real side of me. Like I'm not here to hide anything. Like it's so easy. It's not easy actually when you make a long-term video at all, just to be very clear. Like the videos that you guys see me make that are anywhere from 5 minutes long to let's even say 30 minutes long. It's so hard to make those videos. And because of all the editing that goes on behind it for me trying to really show you guys what I'm all about and what I'm doing. And I feel like that if I don't do these live streams sometimes, I feel like this is where you guys get to see me and see who I really am. And like I was saying, I'm not here hiding anything. It's just when I make a video and I hear that I say the wrong thing like 3 times in a row, I'll just edit that out. And don't get me wrong, I do like making those videos. They're really hard to do. I seem to like give myself a full week to like 2 weeks on making like a typical video when I feel like sometimes I should just post it, but then I'll remake the video a couple times trying to think that it could be better when really it's basically as good as it's gonna get, and it's crazy. Like sometimes I'll make a YouTube video, I'll get a couple thousand views on it. Sometimes I'll make a YouTube video and get a few views on it. It's not easy. It's sometimes very stressful, and in the end, all I really care about when I'm making these videos for all you guys is that I'm making a video that I actually really like. It's not like, don't get me wrong, I'm making the videos obviously for the viewers and for you guys and etc. But really, when it comes to it, it's like, am I happy with the video? And typically I am, And in the beginning, when I used to make YouTube videos, I used to erase them like the first day or two when I saw nobody would view them. And I'd come to realize that, even if I got a few views to a couple thousand views, it's about just posting videos of what you really like. And I love Paramotors. I love this epic adventure. And I love that I'm an official East Coast dealer for SkyMax. I love that I have that sponsorship with them. And I love the people that I've been getting surrounded by with these epic flying adventure. And that has been hands down the best part about it is the new people I fly with. Like if you guys watch some of my more recent videos, you'll see I was just flying with my man Matt. And Matt, man, what a cool dude from North New Jersey. And he just came out of nowhere in my life. He knows like a lot of Tucker Gott's friends that I do know myself that I've flown with and stuff like that. And it's just cool that like people like him, these random people that love the sport as much as I do, we get to all hang out and have this epic same vibe adventure, even if it's only for an hour, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours. But typically, when I get to hang out with all these other pilots, it's never for much longer than periods like that. Like it's so funny, like some of the messages that I get from certain people about what my flying has actually really been like to what it really is like. And to me, you know, I I love the epic adventure. I love the people that I'm getting surrounded with. I love that I sell these. I love that I'm giving one away. I'm giving one of these away right now. I'm giving this one exactly away right now with just the cost of a t-shirt. So if any of you guys want to get involved in the giveaway, we are halfway through the giveaway right now. We're doing a 200 t-shirt cap. We are at 101 t-shirts sold as of today. And if you want to get in on this, it's $35. It's a $25 t-shirt with a $10 of shipping, and that gets you one entry. There's no limit to how many shirts you want to buy. You can buy as many SkyMax shirts as you want. If you want to buy a Flying Dan with 29 sedan shirt, super epic. You just have to make sure that when you go to my PayPal account, that you put that in the description. Like, hey, I'm getting 3 entries. I want one of each shirt at large at this address, and here's my phone number. A lot of people which I'm still trying to contact. I don't want to say a lot of people, but there's been a small handful of people that have literally bought into the raffle giveaway, but totally didn't give me their home address. And they would just say, hey, I want a large t shirt, white. But don't leave me their address, don't leave me their phone number. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like if you're to win the giveaway, I need to call you because the object here is that whoever wins this, I'm gonna do a fly video where I'm flying in the air. And I'm gonna call one of you guys when I'm up in the air, whoever wins. Because realistically, what's going to happen here is me and SkyMax are going to pull the drawing, right? And when we pull the drawing of who wins the Pulsar here that's behind me right now, this red on red, SkyMax is going to know the name before I do, right? And when they realize who the name is, they're going to tell me with the phone number. And then when I have that phone number, I'm going to call one of you guys when we're flying the epic Pulsar that I'm giving away. I'm giving away a Pulsar, and I want to be flying in the air the Pulsar, SkyMax Pulsar, and call you while I'm in the sky with my epic helmet on and talk to you and just blow your mind that you were the winner over a t-shirt buy. And like I said, this is just a one of many giveaways that we will be doing. And to be honest, I want to do like 3 more right after this. And like I said, how to be a part of this is that you got to buy a t-shirt. And how you buy a t-shirt is that you go to my PayPal account. I'll make sure I leave it in the description of this video of this live stream after it's done, of course, so you'll be able to just do a couple clicks. But and if you have any more questions, just make sure you drop a comment here on the video. I'll be sure to get right back to you and make sure that you can be a part of the giveaway. And if you have a problem with PayPal, I'll be sure to work with you, whether if it's like Venmo or Zelle or anything like that, because I still don't have my web store up, and I keep telling everybody that I'm gonna have my web store up soon. I've been struggling a little bit with that, but don't get it wrong, I will have my web page finished and up any day now. It's like, dude, you guys don't realize I work a lot. I own a construction business. I work armed security at nighttime. I'm now an East Coast SkyMax dealer. And also, I'm a YouTuber. And also, I make videos on Facebook too. So I'm always doing things all the time. There's no such thing as Dan's life not doing anything. And I hate to actually refer myself as like the third person or however that's supposed to be said, but that's realistically what it really is. It's like I'm always doing something all the time. There is no, I'm not doing anything. I'm always doing something. I'm either making sales or I'm talking to somebody about SkyMax or I'm working armed security or I'm building somebody a deck, which I have no complaints on because you know what? In this life, we all got to work and we all got to make that money. And me, I have big, big dreams. And when it comes to big dreams, it comes to high dollars. And if you want to have as much fun as like what you guys see in my videos, you have to work extremely, extremely hard for that. Like to me, I work so freaking hard every single day that I totally think that a lot of people don't realize how much time I put in for work, supposed to how much I actually work to play. Like, don't get it wrong. Do I try to fly every single chance I get? 100%. Do I get to fly every single day? No, I wish I did. But the reason why I don't is because I have to work too. And typically, I work every single day. Like when you own a business to yourself, especially if you own multiple businesses, I own two totally separate businesses, which is I own Restore the Shore LLC, which is my construction business. But then when it comes to the PBG business and me selling these, I own NBE PBG, which is nothing but epic paramotor or paragliding. Oh man, I totally said that wrong. It's NBE PBG, nothing but epic powered paragliding. Super epic too, by the way. But when you start a business, people think, oh, you get to pick your days, you get to work when you want, you get to have time off when you want. A real businessman will tell you that as soon as you really start, it doesn't shut off. I work all day, every day, all through the day, all through the night. There is no such thing as shutting it off. There's some people that ask me if I ever go to sleep. I do sleep really well, by the way, but it's crazy. It's like I wake up to work, I go to sleep to work, and then when I think I almost can't not be working, I go try to shoot up in the sky, going flying around, or I cruise around the epic hot rod that's right behind you guys. And and not only do I just sell these paramotors, I work on them. Like I said, I'm a Vitarazi mechanic. I work on these engines for other pilots, like not just for me. Like I can't tell you how many motors I've actually refurbished, rebuilt, did tune-ups for, did little odds and ends, even clean them up. I have people that come to me just to clean their engines, which I'm not against doing, and I'm not complaining. There's something about me getting the chance to touch these for a few hours a day makes me feel like I'm completely whole and I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And and now like with my man Seth Anderson, so I bought the new 360 GoPro camera, which is super epic. But he made this really epic mount, which is kind of hard to see in the video right here, but it's right here on my S bar, on the other side of the engine right there that you guys can't really see. But dude, he makes these custom mounts for any paramotor frame. So you can hook up your 360 camera to it because GoPro made something, I don't want to say similar, but they only made it for like this certain type of roundness. They didn't make it for paramotors. It was just like something to hook on a bicycle handlebars or something like that. But my man Seth is over here designing really epic clamps to make sure that your paramotor can have that selfie stick on your model, which is extremely epic. I love to always talk about him now after what he's done for me. And even my most recent giveaway I just did, I just gave away in one of the giveaway t-shirt buys, we gave away the 360X or Insta 360 X5 with those mounting brackets. And like I said in the video, like if those mounting brackets don't really technically meet up to your standards on your paramotor, just hit me back up. I'll make sure I swap them out for you and get you another set free of charge, no problem at all. So, but that being said, everybody, my name is Dan. I love being a SkyMax dealer. I love being a YouTuber. I love sharing the adventures with all of you guys. I know that some of you guys that have been following along, you guys know who I am, what I'm all about. You guys probably see my excitement that I can't hide ever. And For some of you that are new that are on here watching, I hope that you do subscribe. Don't miss out on the epic things that I am trying to give away and trying to inspire others to get into this really epic sport. And if I can help you out at all, hit me up at any time. I talk to a lot of people every day about paramotors, whether if it's SkyMax model, Parajet, Scout, Fly products, you name it, I will talk to anybody about paramotors, no matter what. And, you know, that being said, I have a couple things that I need to do. We're going to put together another paramotor tonight before I actually go into the house and call it a day. So we got that SkyMax Star that I want to put together, that blue one, which I'm really excited to do actually. And then I also have a couple calls that I got to make while I'm actually putting that thing together. So we got to call my man Paul back. He's trying to actually buy himself another Star, which is super awesome. And like I said, I appreciate all you guys for coming on the live. I appreciate you guys dropping comments. I appreciate all the likes, of course. And until the next one, everybody, I hope that you guys are following along. Like I said, we have a big trip that's coming up too, which is kind of making some things kind of come down to a halt for a couple of days, but it's only going to be for a couple of days. And I just cannot wait for the summer heat, everybody. I don't know about you, but I'm so sick of being cold. I'm freezing right now in my shop. My shop right now is saying that it is 40 degrees. I don't know about you guys. That's not technically warm, but it's not freezing either. Like I'm so used to being out in the shop in the 20s, like freezing without any type of real heat. Like I do have like an electric heater, but it's so cheesy that like I did buy a fireplace, but to put that in here the right way, I got to pull a permit and stuff like that, and I can't be making these videos all the time and not be doing things the right way. I feel like as soon as I do a video and they see a fireplace in here, I feel like the township's gonna be here knocking on my door like literally the next day, which I have seen actually already happen. Like I've done videos where I posted videos of me flying in the sky. The next day I had the FAA calling me because I posted a video of me flying over the clouds. Insane. So I feel like, and plus, I'm not even trying to get away with things like that. Anyway, I always want to do everything by the book and do everything the right way. But I feel like now, because we're just about to peak to the springtime, I'd rather push off the fireplace because I want to actually push this wall back another 5 to maybe even 10 feet bigger of a garage if I can do that in case I don't get a hanger in time because I need that storage space now. So that's all stuff that we'll talk about later. I really do appreciate all you guys for coming on the live stream, hanging out with Flying Dan with the 29 sedan and his awesome paramotor hot rod garage, which I love being here. This is my shop of dreams. And yeah, everybody, until the next one, everybody, make sure you guys all hit me up if you guys want a SkyMax model. Make sure you guys don't forget that I am giving away the SkyMax Pulsar frame with the Dudek lightweight harness and the epic suitcase. Don't miss out. Please, if you have an issue with making any type of a payment, just message me right here on this video or email me, contact me through my phone number, whatever's easiest for you. I want to make sure that everybody has a fair chance at winning this Pulsar, and I can't wait to see who wins. So, till next one, everybody, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.